Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an update for my non-makeup project pan where I'm focusing on all types of beauty products. As long as they're not makeup, they're eligible to be in this project pan. Generally speaking, the things that I am pulling for in this project are items that I don't really have as a part of my regular routine, but they're things that I want to try to use up, or things that I've just kind of held on to and savored and have just left in this state where they're close to done or not really being used that often, but there's something that I do really enjoy. But either way, I'm working on 5 products in skincare and hair care at the moment, but in the future I may roll in like nail care or fragrance. Anything really is eligible for this project. I update this project every other month, and it's a really good way to just keep me accountable for using up some items in my collection. And speaking of which, I do have an empty in today's video. So actually, I'm just gonna kick it off with that, and then I'll share with you at the end what I'll be replacing it with. So in my last update of this project, I rolled in this Alya Skin Australian Pink Clay Mask, and I was able to finish it up. This is something that I didn't have that much product left in, but it was something that I just kind of left in my cabinet and didn't want to reach for it anymore because it was very, very close to done. Although it wasn't like an absolute favorite mask of mine, it was just something I wanted to have around as a just in case sort of thing. And that's a really silly habit to have gotten into because oftentimes I just end up letting things go bad instead of actually using them up. But this item I finally did use up. I mean, I guess there's a tiny bit of product remaining in here, but definitely not enough to do a full face mask. And that's generally how I reach for it. I would put this on before I hopped in the shower or in the bath, and I would just leave it on for like 5 to 10 minutes, and it was great. Didn't leave my skin feeling too parched or too dry or too tight, but it definitely did make my skin feel very clean, which was nice. And yeah, I did kind of enjoy it. I wouldn't say I'm gonna go out and repurchase it just because I'm not super into face masks these days, to be honest, but it was something that I did feel like I enjoyed when I was reaching for it, and I'm happy that I was able to actually use up because I did get this as a freebie. It came with my Katie Jane Hughes and Spectrum brush set. It just came as like a add-in on that order. And usually I'm pretty bad with just letting things that I didn't purchase myself go by the wayside, and I just usually overlook them. So I'm really happy I used this up. And the expiration date in this is not until next year in March. So yeah, I'm really happy I used it up, and will be rolling something new in its place. So I'll share that with you at the end of today's video. The next product I want to talk about is one that has been in this project since I introduced it, which was back in November. So I have been working on this for a long time and making really consistent progress every single update, but it still is holding on. It is my Kopari Starry Eye Balm. This is an item I've had for years, and I've talked about it at length through this project pan, but I am making really steady progress, which is good. You can see there isn't a ton of product remaining in here anymore. I feel like it is changing every single time that I photograph it. It does have apparent usage and it does change, so I'm really happy about that. But yeah, this might be in here for 2 more updates of this project. I don't know, we'll see. I've been using it very consistently, not as an every single day sort of product, but I have been using it very, very regularly, probably 3 or 4 times every single week at a minimum. I'm really trying to make sure that this is a more consistent part of my nighttime routine, but some days I just don't end up putting on eye cream. Sometimes I just slap on moisturizer and I'm like, that's good enough. At least I've done that after cleansing my face. So yeah, this is something that I'm reaching for oftentimes, and it is something that I really enjoy. I love how it just like locks in my eye cream. It makes my under eyes feel very nourished, and I wake up in the morning with really hydrated under eye area, which is perfect. So something that I've been really enjoying integrating into my routine and reaching for through this project, but we're gonna continue to monitor the usage on this, and hopefully I will have it done by like midsummer of this year because I've had this for forever. So it is due time to get it used up, and I've been using it so much. It's a lot of product, and it packs a punch as well. Like, you really don't need very much at all. A little goes a very long way. So yeah, slow and steady. I've been wearing this eye cream actually underneath of it, and I just rolled this in my last update. This is the one from the Inkey list. This is the Retinol eye cream. I received this in PR I think in the end of 2021. So it's something that I really do want to work my way through. Given the fact that I've had this for so long, I really don't even feel like the retinol is very effective in it, if at all potent in any way, shape, or form at this point. But I've been using this as a nighttime eye cream on the days when I'm doing kind of like the full routine. And I've been pairing it with the Kopari Starry Eye Balm. These make a really great, super hydrated under eye, and I've been really enjoying the pair together for sure. It's moving very slowly though. Again, with the eye cream and any product that you use kind of around the eye area, you just need such a small amount. So I have made a marking, but it really has not moved very much at all. You can see that the product is still pretty dense in this bottom half of the packaging. So I've got a long ways to go with this, as long as I reach for it consistently and I make sure that I'm using it, you know, more often than not, most evenings. Then I know eventually I'll work my way through it, but it's gonna take me quite a while given how slowly it moved in the last 2 months, but that's okay. And then in my last update as well, I rolled in this Fable in Maine. This is the HoliRoots hair oil. This is a product that I got as a gift with purchase from Sephora, but it is something that, because it was a freebie, I just oftentimes just leave it to the side. I don't really make it a part of my regular routine, and I wanted to remedy that through this project, and I feel like I definitely have done so. I've been able to use up quite a bit of product. I started all the way up here, worked my way down to this line right here. So next update, this will most definitely be gone and ready to replace with something else in this project pan. I believe I've only used it maybe 3 or 4 times, probably like 4 times, because I'd say I used it every other week over the last couple months. So I'm really happy that I've been able to ensure that it's getting used, and I'm reaching for it before I hop in the shower or in the bath, before I wash my hair. And so it's something that I'm happy I'm using, but to be quite honest with you, I don't really feel like I'm noticing any sort of drastic change with my hair or my scalp, anything like that. It can be a little bit more challenging to wash my hair with this because obviously it's really oily and it's very saturated at the scalp. But yeah, I don't know if I'm noticing a huge difference. Maybe I have to be more consistent than like once every 2 weeks, but it's just an added step that I just generally can't be bothered with, you know? So I'm happy that I'm using it regularly, and I'm happy that it will be an empty for me sooner than later. And that's really all I can ask of myself when I'm working on a product like this in a project pan. I just hadn't been using it for years, and that's why it ended up making its way into this project, because I didn't want to just toss it. I want to make sure that it gets used up. So I'm making that happen. And then lastly, for my focus items, I have these Derma E Ferulic Acid Resurfacing Pads. I got these in PR from Derma E a while back, and I really don't know when these expire, other than that they expire sometime this year, because all of the writing had faded off. So my priority with this is to just get them used up sooner than later, as quickly as I possibly can. And I have been making really great progress on this product since I introduced it into the project about, I think like 4 months ago I brought this into the project. This isn't something that I started the project pan with, but I believe I rolled it in my first update. So yeah, like 4 months of working on these. This originally had 50 pads in it. However, when I first started on these in the project, I should have marked them, and I said that last update. I should have marked them, still didn't mark them, or maybe I did and they faded off, I don't know. But either way, I'm down to here, which is like halfway through the barcode. So I really don't have that many pads left. It probably is about a dozen. Kind of looks like maybe it's about a dozen pads left. But I have been making really great progress. I'll share with you the pictures of where it's been at throughout the process of reaching for this. And given the amount of product that I was able to use these past couple months, I think this should be an empty for my next update, if not very close. But I will admit that over these last 2 months, I have been kind of slacking on using these products. They're, again, one of those extra step kind of things. What I have to do is wash my face, like double cleanse my face, and then apply these to the face and the neck, and then you have to rinse your face and then go in with your other skincare. So it's just an added, almost like 2 steps, because you have to rub them onto the face and then clean your face again, like rinse it off. So that's why I've just been slacking. I've just not wanted to go the extra mile and do the extra things. But I did look at my progress pictures from last update before sitting down to film, and I do see a difference in this, and I can tell that I have been reaching for this, which is good. That is all I can ask of myself while I'm working on all of these items and whatever. So anyways, yes, next update, this could be an empty, if not the following one. Honestly, I don't think that I reach for this consistently enough to really see the benefits of it. It's supposed to be more tightening. It's supposed to kind of help to reduce the look of aging, like wrinkles and stuff, which I most definitely have, and I'm not looking to try to just completely eliminate those, but maybe I'd like to slow the process where possible, or like reduce the look of them where possible. But in any case, I have not been using these consistently enough to really say if it has that benefit for me. However, it doesn't have any adverse effects for me. It doesn't cause any sort of irritation or sensitivity on my skin. So that is good. I just keep reaching for them whenever they do come to mind, and that's good. That's good for me. So because I was able to use up the Alya Skin, my one and only empty for today's update, I am going to be replacing this product, which is good. I'm actually going to be replacing it with something that is very, very comparable. This is the Versed Photos Please Brightening Tightening Mask. So this is a clay mask that is very similar to the Alya Skin, but this comes in a little squeezy kind of packet. And it says it has 12 plus applications. I actually only recently opened this up and used this for the very first time. I did receive this in PR actually in 2021 and just never opened it because like face masks are just like not my thing. But I'm glad that I ended up just not opening this until this one was done, because I have realized these are incredibly similar. This is a tightening kind of product. It is a brightening and kind of oil reducing sort of product, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling stripped or too parched. But of course, after I go in with the mask, I always go in with like a moisturizer, serum, that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is something that I think is going to be a really good one-for-one swap, and I'm looking forward to getting this used up. As it says, 12 plus applications. I think this will take me probably beyond my next update of this project pan, because I'm not the kind of person that wears a mask more than once a week at most. So I'm thinking this is something that is going to take me into the summer, and I think that is like the perfect time of year really to be using a product similar to this one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to tracking the progress on this. I tracked the kind of starting line as here. I think that seems accurate because I'm able to fold it down to that. I'm looking forward to getting use out of it, but that is everything in my non-makeup project pan. I've been really enjoying focusing on just 5 products, 5 things that, you know, need to be focused on from my collection, and sharing with you the progress, which keeps me accountable to ensure that these things are getting used up. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's update. Let me know if you have been working your way through any of your non-makeup products in your collection. Please let me know. But that, my friends, is absolutely everything. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.